Hey guys, welcome back to Bald Father Bets. Appreciate you guys stopping in. If you are betting with us, if you are winning alongside of us, only ask is please subscribe, like the video, comment your thoughts, what you like, what you don't like, any plays that you have that we don't touch on in our videos, anything that you're thinking. Uh, Please let us know in the comments section. And again, just subscribe and like if you are betting with us and winning with us. So, a recap of last night. We had the Baltimore Ravens plus the 3 for 3 units, and that was a loss. Epic game, really close game. Still like the play, even after having watched it. I think it was the correct play. Unfortunately, didn't go that way. Isaiah Likely out of bounds by mere centimeters on the last play. It's unfortunate because the Ravens were going to go for 2, which means we would have gotten the win in the cover no matter the outcome of the 2-point conversion. But it's okay. It was a fun way to start off the NFL season. So that brings our overall record against the spread in terms of units to 17-13, 17-10 in college, and 0-3 in the NFL. So then we will move on to tonight, where we have an NFL game between the Eagles and the Packers in Sao Paulo, Brazil, as well as some preview for college football tomorrow, as I will be at the Texas and Michigan game, heading up to Ann Arbor pretty early, about 7 a.m., so probably won't be making a video tomorrow morning, but I'll give some picks now for tomorrow, and then anything that I don't have an official pick for now that we touch on, I will make a post tomorrow confirming what the pick is and the amount of units. No video for that, but we'll make a post for it. So heading into tonight, we have Eagles and Packers. You can get the line at either Eagles -2 or you can get it at Eagles -1.5. So depending on which way you're leaning, obviously make sure you shop around and get the best line for you. Understanding is there's definitely some 2.5s around there. I've even heard there is a 1 around there. I haven't seen it, so I can't claim to take Eagles -1. I would never take to claim a line that I haven't seen as possible for you guys to get as a better. So I am on the Eagles minus the 1.5, though. I really like this matchup. I think a lot of people kind of forget that the Packers had a pretty poor run defense last year to end the year because they went on such a good run. They had a really strong start against San Francisco, and then San Francisco really had to throw to catch back up and win that game. But the Packers did not have a very good rush defense. Now, they did overhaul the defensive staff. I do think it's going to help quite a bit, but I'm not quite sure they're ready to go up against the Eagles offense, which still maintains one of the top rushing offenses in the NFL. I like Jalen Hurts. I like Saquon Barkley. I think it's going to be a very difficult challenge to replace Jason Kelce. I don't think you're going to see as many tush pushes on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, 3rd and 2, etc. But I still like the Eagles team since they have also overhauled their offensive and defensive staffs after going from some of the best coordinators in the NFL 2 years ago to some of the worst coordinators in the NFL last year. So we will be on the Eagles minus the 1.5 for 3 units again. Same unit play as we had last night. So go Eagles. Then looking into Saturday, we already have Texas at -6 for 1 unit. I wouldn't do anything else with that line right now. That line's at either 7 or 7.5, depending on which book you're at. It's 7.5. I would actually lean Michigan, but no confidence really either way. I actually think there's a very good chance this game lands on exactly Texas -7. So if you made that play on the Texas -6 for 1 unit, great. We have that one in. If not, I wouldn't make a play at this point. Other games that we're looking at in that same noon kickoff time, Oklahoma State and Arkansas. Line hung out around 7.5, 8, 8.5, and now it is shot all the way up to either 9.5 or 10, depending on the book you're at. No official play on that right now, but we will have a play by tomorrow morning. I'll put that one in post. Potentially looking at Kansas State and Tulane. That's another one where line has gone all the way in between the 7 and the 10 range. That one's not a guarantee that we'll have a play, but looking at that. Then when we get into that afternoon window, we are on Iowa State plus the 3.5 against Iowa for 1 unit. When you look back at the past 5 years on this game, line has been 3.5, 3, 4, 1.5, and 3.5. Iowa has dominated in terms of wins. In terms of covers, they are 3-1-1 in the past year. But given that we have that 3 and a hook, I like Iowa State plus that. Iowa State has a very good team. They're looking to win a Big 12 championship. This is a big rivalry game. And if it was the other way around and Iowa was plus 3.5, then we would be on Iowa. But I like the team plus the points in this game, in this rivalry, in what expects to be a low-scoring game. Over-unders at 35, 35.5, 30, 36, depending on which book you are at. So then we move into the evening. Big fan of NC State plus the 10. We're going to take, sorry about that, back. We're going to take NC State plus the 10 for a unit. I think this line has gotten a little out of hand. I understand the love with Tennessee. I think they're very good, but the line has gotten a little bit out of hand, and I think we need to have some correction on that line, which is why we're going to take NC State plus the 10. I like Grayson McCall a lot. Love Nico. Think Nico's one of the top quarterbacks. He's going to be an absolute star. But Grayson McCall's a very experienced senior quarterback. NC State has a very good coaching staff, and they're a solid team, and I think they're going to bounce back from a bit of a poor performance the previous week. So NC State plus the 10. Also on the Colorado-Nebraska game, we are on Colorado plus the 7.5. Again, like Nebraska, love Raiola, love Matt Rule. Think that some of the hate on Colorado has gotten a little out of hand. I think you guys know that from my first video I made, that opening Thursday night of college football. I'm not saying Colorado comes into Nebraska and gets this win, but I do like them plus the 7.5. I think they're going to keep it a little bit closer than people seem to expect. I think people are kind of forgetting how prolific that offensive attack is, how prolific that passing attack is, and how Shedeur, kind of every time he gets the ball, you almost expect him to score. So like them plus the points for 1 unit plus the 7.5 in that one. As we move on into the evening game, the late game, Oregon, Boise State. So people seem to really, really like Boise State in this one. Their running back scored 6 touchdowns in the first game, but they had some shaky QB play. They brought in Malachi Nelson, transfer from USC, made him a big NIL offer, set up the whole offseason for him to take the job, and then he didn't win it. It's kind of similar situation, Alex Orji at Michigan, and then they ended up going with Davis Warren. I sense trouble for Boise State and their ability in this game. I think you're going to get an angry Oregon. You're going to get an Oregon that tripled the amount of first downs that Idaho had almost triple the amount of total yards that Idaho had, and then only ended up winning the game by 10 points. Overall, I'm not a big fan of Oregon's chances to win the Big Ten this year. I think a lot of people even have them winning the national championship. In this game, though, I really like their chances to bounce back. So we're going to be taking Oregon minus the 18. Make sure you shop around on this line. There's lines all the way up to 21, and there's lines all the way down to minus 18. This one is very spread across the books. So we're on Oregon minus the 18 for 1 unit as well. Then again, like I said, tomorrow I will make a post regarding the Oklahoma State, Arkansas, and then possibly as well Kansas State, Tulane, but no guarantee on that one. So thank you guys. Really appreciate you watching the video. Again, please, if you're winning with us, if you're betting with us, only thing we ask, subscribe, share the video, give it a like, comment, let us know what your thoughts are. Would love to have some healthy debate back and forth on anything that you guys disagree with. And happy Friday. Enjoy the Eagles-Packers game, and then happy Saturday tomorrow. And if you guys can't tell, I am a Texas grad, so hook 'em horns.